Friends, family, welcome back to the show. Bemusing Bill, and that would be me. And yes, folks, I'm a metalhead, and I'm one of those metalheads that also happens to be a Swifty. Thanks to you guys for continuing me down this rabbit hole, and I've been enjoying every bit of it. So this is wrapping up the teenage love story trilogy, and this is August. So this is going to be a big, spectacular ending here. Not only am I going to check out the folklore, the Long Pond sessions, like I did with the other two songs, but I'm going to tack in a clip of Taylor explaining the song. I'm going to check out the lyrics of the song, and you know what? I'm even going to throw in the official music video because I really love her videos anyway. Let's do it all, folks. Let's do it all. The links will be below in the box so you can go over there and do the love thing. If you'd like to support this channel, those links are down below as well if you'd like to join our Patreon family of musical lovers. And we even have a Discord now that you can join as a member of Patreon. You can join for free. You can join for $1 a month. We love having you. You know, open arms, big hugs, a lot of love here. Great people out there too. I believe me. I mean, they're my friends now. I love these people. I'd love to have you part of the family. So that'll be down below as well. Like, share, and subscribe, of course. So I've also have my little. I had to write down a little like guide in a sense to connect lyrics. You know, between Cardigan and Betty and see, you know, this is masterclass in writing, you know, where there's just so much going on between these three songs. It blows me away. It really does. So we're going to take it all in one shot right now. Happy to have you with us. I will pull up the screen, make sure I'm all good, and do the thing right there. All right, kids, buckle up. Here we go. August.
Salt air and the rust on your door. I never needed anything more. Or whispers of are you sure? Never have I ever before. But I can see it's lost in the memory. August slipped away into a moment in time. 'Cause it was never mine.
That's cool.
And I can see it's twisted in bed sheets. August sipped away like a bottle of wine. 'Cause you were never mine. And you're back beneath the sun, wishing I could write my name on it. Will you call when you're back at school? I remember thinking I had you, but I can see it's lost in the memory. August slipped away to a moment in time, 'cause it was never mine. And I can see it's twisted in bed sheets. August sipped away like a bottle of wine, 'cause you were never mine.
Woo! I like her voice on this too. I like her voice, everything that she does. She's having fun with playing with those ups and downs and going, you know, into that melody during the chorus part. It's really, really cool what she does there. Even like at the end there, just having that at the end. I love that. I like the feel of this song too. There's sort of a melancholy to it. It feels like a warm summer day. Feels like the end of summer's coming up, you know, like it's just you know, and she's talking about going back to school. I caught. I'm really just trying to take in melodies and composition here. We're gonna have a lot of time for lyrics, so I'm catching little bits and pieces, twisting in the sheets I heard her saying, and going back to school. Something about a bottle of wine. You know, so this is my end of this journey. So I know that this song is being sung from the perspective of Augustine, who James was having an affair with over the course of the summer, And now that the boys of summer are gone, reality sits in. We're going to see how that all plays out. I want to go back to that last little piece there.
Slipped away like a bottle of wine, 'cause you were never mine.
Never mind.
Back when we were still changing for the better, one thing was enough. For me, it was enough to live for the hope of it all. Cancel plans just in case you call and say meet me behind the mall. So much for summer love and saying us, 'cause you weren't mine to lose. You were mine to lose. Oh. 'Cause I can see it's lost in the memory. August slipped away into a moment in time, 'cause it was never mine. And I can see it's twisted in bed sheets. August slipped away like a bottle of wine. You were never mine. You were never mine. Never mine. Do you remember? Remember when I pulled up and said get in the car and then cancel my plans just in case you call? Back when I was living for the hope of it all, for the hope of it all. Meet me behind the mall. And then I canceled my plans just in case you call. Back when I was living for the hope of it all, hope of it all. Remember when I pulled up and said get in the car and then cancel my plans just in case you call? Back when I was living for the hope of it all, for the hope of it all. Meet me behind the mall. I love that.
That's cool. The only thing that had me a little stumped is I'm not sure what the hell kind of Gibson guitar that was. The electric one. I'm not familiar with that one. That's the only thing that got me scratching my head. But I'm dying to get into these lyrics, Before we do that, let's see. I'm going to... Okay. All right. So here we go. Talking about August.
It's a weird experience to work with you. And now Aaron can understand it. No, I'm serious, because it's like, here's the song. Oh, wait, here's the bridge. Oh, wait, here's a better bridge. Okay, now the perfect bridge. And then here's the thing after the bridge. This thing's going to come in.
Oh, yeah, remember when I pulled up
Yeah, so, like,
in the
just
car?
a
I
series
wrote
of-
that in the vocal booth.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's series
Yeah,
of...
get some plans just in case you call.
So, like, but hearing the patchwork of, like, that whole thing coming together, I was just like, I just love what you did on that song. It takes
Thanks.
me away.
I love what you did on that song. And I've been kind of in my head, like, calling the girl from August either Augusta
Oh,
or
nice.
Augustine. I've just been, like, naming her that in my head.
Oh, that changes things for me, because she's written nameless to me, but now it's forever changed.
What happened in my head was, okay, so, like, Cardigan is Betty's perspective from, like, 20 to 30 years later, looking back on her this love
Right.
that was this tumultuous thing. In my head, I think Betty and James ended up together, right?
Interesting.
So in my head, she ends up with him, but he really put her through it. But, like, August was obviously about
the girl that James had this summer with, right? So she seems like she's a bad girl, but really she's not a bad girl. She's like really a sensitive person who like really fell for him, and she was trying to seem cool and seem like she didn't care because that's what girls have to do. And she was trying to let him think that she didn't care, but she really did, and she thought they had something very real. And then he goes back to Betty. So the idea that there's some bad villain girl in any type of situation who like takes your man is actually a total myth, because that's not usually the case at all. Like, everybody has feelings and wants to be seen and loved, and just like Augustine, that's all she wanted.
That's what I love about August, is like it's not a dream, even though it sort of sounds like it. Like it's like it feels, the situation feels very close to me, like getting swept up like that.
That whole song started with the fact that I had written down in my phone, "Meet me behind the mall," years ago, wanting to write it into a song.
Well, there you go, kids. I like hearing it direct. I like that a lot. That is cool. And it gives you more perspective. It gives me more perspective on the song. Let's do this lyric thing. Now, the lyric thing here, this is going to be my challenge right now. I was challenged, by the way, by one of you Swifties out there to say, you know, it's up to you now to try to find these correlations. So, of course, I wrote down a column of Cardigan lines, a column of Betty lines, and how they correspond. So I'm going to do my best to try to see how these lines are going to connect with the other two songs. You know? Masterful, masterful. Salt air and the rust on your door. I never needed anything more. Whispers of, are you sure? Never have I ever before. But I can see us lost in the memory. August slipped away into a moment of time, 'cause it was never mine. And I can see us twisted in bed sheets. August slipped away like a bottle of wine, 'cause you were never mine. And you know, the salt air, the rust on the door, makes me think of summertime, but also like, I don't know, kind of like late summer, or late August, you know? But I can see us lost in a memory. So let's see. I mean, I wonder if like I could see us lost in a memory. August slipped away into a moment of time, 'cause it was never mine, and I can see us twisted in bed sheets. This is going to be tough. I'll do the best I can, but, you know, and I know you guys are going to hit me up in lyrics, because you guys have listened to this over and over and really got to dissect it, talk about it with other fans, other Swifties, you know. So I cannot, this would be a super long video, and it's going to be long as it is with all of this. So I'll do my best, but if I could catch things, I will. You're back beneath the sun, wishing I could write my name on it. Wishing I can write my name on it. Will you call when you're back at school? I remember thinking I had you. I remember thinking I had you. But I can see us lost in the memory. August slipped away into a moment of time. I mean, that could be the double entendre that she's thinking. You know, you take it as the month of August, talking about going back to school. And also, her name is Augustine. So, that she has slipped away. The memory of her slipped away in his mind. 'Cause it was never mine. And I can see us twisted in bed sheets. August slipped away into a moment of time, 'cause it was never mine, and I can see us twisted in bed sheets. August slipped away like a bottle of wine. Sipped away like a bottle of wine, 'cause you were never mine. Yeah, so this has got that like longing feeling to it. Back when we were still changing for the better, wanting was enough. For me it was enough to live for the hope of it all. Cancel plans just in case you'd call and say, meet me behind the mall. Oh, that's what she just said in that piece, that she wrote that on her phone. knowing she was going to write that into a song. That's cool. And say, meet me behind the mall. So much for summer love and saying us. 'Cause you weren't mine to lose. You weren't mine to lose. No. But I can see us lost in the memory. August slipped away in a moment of time 'cause it was never mine. And I could see us twisted in bed sheets. August slipped away like a bottle of wine 'cause you were never mine. You were never mine. Never mine. But do you remember? Remember when I pulled up and said, get in the car, and then canceled my plans just in case you'd call? Back when I was living for the hope of it all, for the hope of it all. Meet me behind the mall. Remember when I pulled up and said, get in the car, and then canceled my plans just in case you'd call? Back when I was living on the hope of it all, for the hope of it all, meet me behind the mall. And then she repeats that chorus again, ends it with, for the hope of it all. So, I mean, she wants to be hopeful here, but realizing that he was not hers, that he was really someone else's. And that's sad, my heart breaks for Augustine, Boy, how does this connect? I'm going to have to do this research and talk with you guys in the comments. So that way, maybe if I put things in the comments, you guys can say yes or no, So I wanted to do that, right? And let me just make sure I'm all good here. Yep. I wanted to do that. But I want to see the official video here. I see that there's the audio. All right, let me pull up the screen here. And I'm going to do that. Now, this says it's the official music video, the Eras Tour movie, which I have not seen because I don't want to spoil anything I haven't seen yet. I really honestly have to have like a full, catalog of her music before I can go and watch something like that entirely, because otherwise I'm ruining reactions for myself, for you guys. If I'm already watching this movie now, it's like I've already heard those songs, or you know what I mean. So I don't know if I can watch the whole movie. It's Disney and all that. But let's check this out. All right, kids, buckle up. This is the official music video. The samurai turned pretty.
Salt air and the rust on your door. I never needed anything more, or whispers of are you sure? Never have I ever before, but I can see us lost in the memory. August slipped away into a moment in time, 'cause it was never mine. And I can see us twisted in bedsheets. August slipped away like a bottle of wine, 'cause you were never mine.
Now, I know this has got to be from the movie. Is this really all from the movie? I don't know. Actually, I don't know if like a fan made this and put scenes in. I don't know. You guys got to tell me down below. You know what I'm saying?
You're back beneath the sun, wishing I could write my name on it. Will you call when you're back at school? I remember thinking I had you, but I can see us lost in the memory. August slipped away into a moment in time, 'cause it was never mine. And I can see us twisted in bedsheets. August slipped away like a bottle of wine, 'cause you were never mine.
God.
Back when we were still changing for the better, wanting was enough. For me, it was enough to live for the hope of it all. Cancel plans just in case you call and say, meet me behind the mall. So much for summer love and say
I've seen these, these thumbnails or these shorts of, not that I watch them, I just see the short down there where you see her standing on this really high platform in the center of tens of thousands of people performing all by her onesies out there. I give her tremendous amount of credit because even being like used to or even okay standing by yourself in front of maybe a few thousand or whatever, maybe, even that's a little daunting. But this, I give her tremendous credit. It's not like you're with your band, and you're kind of like a unit together, and that it's different. She's out there by herself, man. That's, my heart goes out to her. That's just phenomenal. Look at that, it's beautiful.
But I can see us lost in the memory. August slipped away into a moment in time, 'cause it was never mine. And I can see us twisted in bed sheets. August sipped away like a bottle of wine, 'cause you were never mine. 'Cause you were never mine, never mine. But do you remember? Remember when I pulled up and said get in the car, and then canceled my plans just in case you called? Back when I was living for the hope of it all, for the hope of it all. Maybe if I had them all.
Fine. Then if you won't say it, I will.
So what?
That we're over?
Remember when I pulled up and said get in the car, and then canceled my plans just in case you called?
Wow.
Back when I was living for the hope of it
Anything.
all, for the hope of it all, for the hope of it
Wait.
Yeah. Yeah. She looks so amazing out there. It's cool to see her sitting there in a little studio up in Hudson Valley, New York, up in Hudson, New York. Just chilling out with her friends, sitting on a couch, having her tea and singing her songs and just one of us. Then you see her like that, and then it's like, oh yeah, right, megastar. Holy cow! But seeing that, and I don't know, I don't really understand the clips that they're showing there. Obviously representing the characters in the three songs. But it brings it more home. It brings it more to your heart to see her, to witness the actual breakup. It's one thing to sing the songs. Oh yeah, they had their little affair, but that's a heartbreak, and that just it's heartbreaking to me. That's the reality of it. That's the reality of it. Wow, what a songwriter. Woo. She's unbelievable. So I'm gonna get going on my work over here. So I'm ready for you guys in the comments. And I really hope you enjoyed this August extravaganza. And, I hope you guys have a wonderful, I hope you guys had a wonderful summer. I hope it didn't end in heartbreak. And let's keep on trucking down this Taylor Swift rabbit hole. Listen, I love you guys. So be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Peace out.